Yes.
Hi,
So,
Hema.
hello, we are live now.
Yeah, that's great, actually.
So, how is fasting going, Muktar?
Yeah, it's going great, Hema. Actually, it is totally what you call refreshing, rejuvenating at the end of the day.
Yes,
So,
it's
throughout
very
the
good for the brain
days,
also.
yeah, of course, it is very good for the entire metabolic system, which is totally relinquishing and rejuvenating the entire cells of the body, actually. So, that is the
Oh,
important thing.
great.
And being a waterless fast, it is like, how can we say that? All the cancer cells in the body will get eroded. So totally will be like a newborn kid at the end of the day.
Yes, like a
So
dry fasting, we call it
exactly,
sometimes.
we call it
Yeah,
as dry
brilliant.
fasting. So more than that, continuously doing for 30 days, it should be, I mean, post 30 days also, you should be at least having a 1 day a month, which will be,
Oh, okay.
which should be a regular process, which will definitely have a good impact on your health, actually.
Yeah, actually, I used to before my
Yeah,
kids. I used
exactly.
to try
I
and
heard
I
it from
loved
you.
it. Initially, it was difficult, but I then expanded it to 18 hours every week, weekly once.
Oh, it is more than intermittent fasting, right?
Yeah, that's great, Mukta. So, yeah.
That's totally fine, Hema.
Yeah, actually Sunday, right? So my kids are around
Definitely,
and
definitely.
I cannot
So,
avoid.
as usual, I used to ask a question that despite your hectic schedule, you always manage to spare some time for us, spare time, some time for the
Yes,
people.
somehow it is very close to my heart. So I'm not
Exactly.
able to say, no,
No
skip
for it.
that day. I don't want to skip at all.
I totally understand. I totally understand. So it is all about providing insight to people to overcome their what you call the financial
Yes,
traumas or
yes,
mental
divine,
traumas.
completely divine work. Yeah.
It's once again a complete driven work. So it is
Thank you.
for you all people. So our
Yes.
Hema is here. Say Hema, for past couple of weeks, we have been thoroughly into the process of providing insights on money EQ.
Hmm.
So we have provided techniques, insights about how it works and what are all the emotions involved in it. And in addition to that, we have clearly told that how the proper relations has to be established with money. So with which people will be able to get that financial abundance in a short span of time. So with that properly establishing the relationship, that flow of money that is comes in with the happiness, goes out with the happiness. At the time, you have to appreciate money. So that is what
Yes.
the Japanese technique call as arigato, money arigato.
Yeah.
When it comes in, it should we have to appreciate the money. It will come with the happiness. When it goes out, you have to appreciate the money. It goes up with the happiness. If you form the
Yes.
circular pattern,
Yeah.
automatically it will comes in doubles and triples over the period of time.
Yeah. I just want to add one quote, in BNI, they always use what goes around comes around.
Exactly.
So if it
Exactly.
goes with joy, the joy will come.
Exactly. It is a
Simple.
boomerang at the end of the day, right?
Yes.
What you throw, you will get at the end of the day.
Yes.
So as we are thoroughly into the process of money EQ, I know you for more than a decade of time. So I
Yeah.
know basically you are an expert in share market. So for me to be frank, I say you're my Rakesh Jhunjhunwala.
I will not say expert. There are
The
bigger experts than me. But
experts are
yes, I
there, but
spend a lot of time, yeah,
yes,
seeing the
yes, you
clients,
have a
training
more than
patterns.
a decade and a half years of
Yes,
experience.
yes,
I
yes.
totally understand, and still you are into the what you call entity of precise goal, where you are helping people managing
Yes.
their portfolios. Uh, it is a very huge portfolios you are maintaining. That totally I understand. So
Mhm.
what I would like to ask is that how money EQ is having a what you call impact in trading or what you call that investment. And in terms of money EQ, what is that mindset of a trader or a mindset of investors? So, and how it's psychologically impacting the people who is involved in the process of trading and investing.
Yes,
Your
yes, yes.
insight on the same, please.
Okay, so very, very beautiful question, Mukhtar. And I think it excites me a lot when I talk about this because, no, after no, spending more than a decade into it and also having some personal experiences, no, seeing so many clients, no, we have been trading for clients' portfolios in options, derivatives, and also some long-term investments. So, and now, as you know, that we have been into no mutual funds and no handling clients' portfolios. So now what I have observed, in the whole thing and why money EQ became my subject after I had done my manifestation and psychology, I realized that last time also I discussed in the live that making money was never about the whole IQ. So it's not 100%. See, 20% you need strategies. I accept. Method is you need. But when you go and implement it, right, the 80% comes on implementation. I think you will also agree. So you are into corporate, you have been a trainer, and you are now as a manager also. That implementation is the most important. But in this implementation, where are the blockages, right? It comes from your mindset. And the mindset is what we
Exactly.
call the emotions and psychology. Now,
Okay.
the major two things what drives our lives, in fact, I'll not only say majorly we use this word in the markets, but also in our lives is greed and fear. Be any aspect, right? Either see, money की तो बात हम करेंगे, but no, see, even relationships, either you are greedy that your child should outperform, or you fear that people are going to blame you for child not growing up well. So that
Okay.
makes you anxious parent and too controlling or too perfectionist or too much of pressure on the child, right? Similarly, when it comes to spouse relationship, right? So there is, again, there are greed and fears, fear of not trusting the person, or greed that I should get so much of attention. Now,
Okay.
when greed and fear operates in all aspects of life, similarly with the money, it's completely greed and fear.
Okay.
Either you
Okay.
are wanting too greedy to just wait and not follow the no stop loss or the target or the methods or discipline, and you overdo it, or you fear, your fears don't allow you to wait for the right time to exit when it is making a profit, so you come up with less profits. And when it's losses, your fear of booking losses doesn't allow you to again follow a stop loss or just stay. Right. So we will discuss this in detail as we move forward. This is a summary which I wanted to just share. Yes.
Really, that's really wonderful insight, Emma, actually. So the thing is that, see, people are like always obsessed to make money. So that too, when it comes to share market, it is like initially they'll be sort of so by which you subsequently, what will happen is that, one second, Emma, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, please. You're audible. Go ahead.
Yeah, it is like initially the market will give you some sort of profit, and
Yeah.
then subsequently what will happen? You will tend to do more trade, and then finally one more fine morning you will be bankrupted by that. So it is like that. So what is happening is that is it a trap that market is setting you, or that FIA is or DA is setting for you, or your own emotions, which is putting yourself into such a trap.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so
Yes.
being an expert, you can share your own experience. Even some point of time, some 6 7 months back, I was really into the market. So when I
Hmm.
was doing a paper trade, it was like every day, the way or other, I'm making some 2,000 to 3,000 of profit at the time. So I'll do the paper trade for some times. Automatically, I feel like when I consolidate at the year end, at the month end, it will be like I'm earning at least 60,000. So one fine morning, what happened? It is in paper trade. Well, okay, then I decided, okay, so you have become expert shake. Okay, better you get into the market. So you'll be able to do more than double, triple the time like that. I invested some money in the market, and then I started trading. So initially, in a couple of weeks, it was like I'm getting some two, three profits earlier. Then over the period of time, what will happen was that it is fully lost. So even I don't find any ray of hope in getting any sort of profit over there, whether
Yeah.
it is my own trap I've set for myself, or it is a trap by the market itself. Can you share your thought on that?
Yeah.
Being
Yeah.
an aggrieved party on this side, I really
So,
want to know it, what has
yes,
happened
Muktar.
actually. I don't.
Now, see, when you said paper trade,
Yeah,
lot of us think what we do in paper. So I always tell my clients in the beginning itself, money or finance, you cannot just learn theoretically. Until you have entered and touched it, you will not know how your no emotions work. That is why again EQ, we keep stressing on money EQ, money EQ. Why? Because only when your real money is there, your emotions are completely different. On paper, you are completely bindas and as if you are an expert and a sorted person. But same
exactly.
strategy when you go live, it is not the same case. So don't
Yeah,
trust that paper trading is going to no, show the same results in the real trading. No. Reason again,
understood.
your emotional quotient and the decisions are going to be completely different. So you make a couple of profits and then at once you completely lose. We're seeing this with clients. And again, as you said, paper and live, in my personal experience, there was a time when it was like markets were very good and we were trading for clients and holding crores of no funding portfolios. right? Margin funding portfolios, and like, okay, our decisions are all going right. Research calls are also good. Clients are making money. Why don't I try my hands on my own money? Right? So everything is going good. Now, when I try my own money, the result is not the same. Reason, when I'm handling my client's money, I'm from a professional side. I have some no restrictions, regulations that to follow and accordingly handle. And when it is not my money, there is no attachments involved. So I do due diligence. But when it comes to my money, either there is a fear, oh my God, loss ho jayega, I will not wait, or there's a greed, thoda aur wait karte hain na, and I'm gone, I'm doomed off. Right? Then I realized that this knowledge, when it comes to practical, knowledge is not everything. It's all in your brain. Until you are a emotionally solid person, please don't touch trading. And there I decided that I just want to take this message. Right? Then when I learned about emotions, energy, vibrations, frequency, manifestation, law of attraction, everywhere it is that. It is your own emotion that is going to cause your decisions, whether you choose an FD, you choose a mutual fund, you choose investing in land or insurance
Gold.
or trading. It
That's
all
right.
depends on your expectations. And how do expectations come up? From your past baggages, like whatever you had past fears in your family, what has been the history of trading, investment, or money, and what is your self experience. And now you want to either play too safe because last two times you lost money. Now you are
Exactly.
playing too safe, and where there is logically a proper system, also you will not take up because you burnt your hands, right? In Hindi, there's a beautiful saying, दूध का जला छाछ भी फूक फूक कर पीता है. Meaning,
Our एक बार.
yeah, so meaning a cat which has been burnt with the milk, hot milk, if it's poured in the bowl, even if you
Okay.
pour the buttermilk, it is going to no blow it before it drinks
Understand.
because it does not even differentiate between the milk and the buttermilk. It's all it knows, it's burnt already. So now it is playing too cautious. And this applies in all decisions of your life. Your past failures or success makes a lot of difference in current decisions. And that is why you need to sort your EQ and evaluate the situations. Are they same? What is a whatever SWOT you do when you take a decision? Did you do it
Obviously.
last time? Do it now. What was wrong last time? Correct it now and then go move forward. Right? Apply due
Understand.
diligence which you didn't apply last time. But by itself, don't ignore something. And that is where, when you train in manifestation, your brain becomes so sorted that now you don't bring the past baggage. You are analyzing the situation with here and now. So last time I was telling no, talking about the transaction analysis with my clients, like adult ego, where you take
Exactly.
decisions based on currently what are the situations, not what was my past experience. Past experience is only giving a lesson to me to be more careful and move forward.
Exactly.
So again,
That's
one
right.
example that I give is that we all want to take adventures, right? A lot
Exactly.
of us.
Obviously.
So
Lot of
say
us.
you go for trekking. Now in one trek, you say broke your knee or something or some fracture. So does
Oh,
it mean that you will stop going for a trek? No, again you would go, but this time will be more careful. Will you have the first aid? You will have the right shoes, right bandage, and the right way of walking. Be more careful when you walk. But doesn't mean that you stop trekking.
exactly.
Same way is the life decisions, and that is why the EQ is needed. We can discuss further. So, what are your thoughts about this?
Exactly, Emma. The one right thing you have said is that when it comes to uh, our
Our
money,
own money.
obviously, our own money, obviously, that other factors like fear, anxiety, everything will comes into the picture. We will not be able to operate it properly. Even though we might be aware or might be expert in that area of share marketing, or we might be a share market expert, but still when it comes to our money, the other factors will come in, because of which we will not be able to operate it properly or invest it properly in the right fund or right stock, and we will not be able to generate proper revenue out of it. Whereas when
Yes.
it comes to others' money, we are emotionless and we are doing a job to the best of our ability and knowledge. Automatically, we are doing, of course, we are doing we are loyal and we are doing justice to the our investors actually, and we are earning a good amount of profit for them. So that is rightly said him. In addition to that, it's all about the past preferences, and because of which that burnt finger, because of which that fear factor comes in. Because having the same scar in our mind, we were not able to proceed or taking our life forward. So those were all the wonderful articulations that you made. That was really great, actually. Hema, it was like when we were talked about the emotions like anxiousness, fear, and all those things. Here, I want to pose you some questions like, what are all the basic emotions that is involved? Because you're having
Yeah.
almost a decade years of experience. What are the basic emotions that are involved in this process? Because
Yeah.
most of the
So
time, I'll complete it, Hema. Because most of the time, it is like our only motivating factor in the market. The two, when it comes to your into trading, means it is all about what you call profit is the only motivating factor. So other than
yes.
profit, if you
Mm.
don't make profit, definitely it is like you're out of the market. Even on a single day throughout the month, or even 24/7, it is all about making profit. Even if you make any single loss on the other day, obviously it is like, okay, it is not my cup of tea, it is not close to my heart, better to get rid of this one. So where is that motivation factor that is coming in, and what are all the emotions that is exactly involved in the market, and what is the learning part, actually? So some of the people says that I mean, when you're losing something, you're learning something in the market. For how long I can lose? Okay, there is some extent also. And what are all the motivating factor other than profit that is existing in the market? So being such a experienced person in the relevant field, I think you can provide a better insight for having a limiting belief and fears or other
Yeah.
doubts on this particular part.
Yes. Thank you, Mukta. Just give me a second. Give me. Yeah, Mukta. So sorry for the interruption. Yeah. So
And one more thing is that it is like the more than fear, anxiousness. If you don't make profit and you lose also, rather obtaining the lessons, people have that feeling of guiltiness. So that is haunted them totally, because of which they'll not be able to overcome that loss and then proceed forward, taking the lessons from at the back, and then getting into the another trade. So there they
yes.
stopped and they are getting rid of that trading process, right? So that is totally unacceptable, right? At the end of the day.
Definitely. So might be here I can bring a whiteboard and just just summarize this whole process of where we end up losing money. So Muktar, when you told me that you are the expert, I said no, I'm not the expert because in markets nobody can be an expert. Like no matter how many tools strategies but market has its own game, and it's a psychological game. Okay. Even the
Right.
best research team, they would only say, we past data talks like this. So this might be the possibilities. This might be the chance in long term because of these factors. Nobody can exactly predict the markets. So it is exactly, I say markets are like life lessons. Okay. So like life you can't predict. All you need to know on the roller coaster journey, you need to know how to carry yourself. Similarly, in the markets, whatever the ups and lows, you need to know how to carry yourself that doesn't impact your life as a whole and your profits. So a small no, I would want to show as a picture. My drawing is not good on the whiteboard, so just bear with me. So now say it's me. Okay. So I want to make money and I'm starting to trade. So now what is happening? So I make profit. ठीक है? यहाँ पे आ गया my profit. So or that other option, what is the other chance that I can do is either a profit or a
Hema,
loss.
if you don't mind, can you, I mean, just lift it up, because
Acha, acha, okay, okay, sure, 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 sure,
that
sure.
that last portion is, I mean, it's not appearing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, pakka, pakka. Now is it
that's
visible?
good. Yeah, now it is visible.
Okay, I think I'll just redo it on the top.
Yeah, it
Fine.
will be upgrade.
So now it's visible, Mukta?
Yeah, now it is visible.
Yeah.
Only
So
profit
now it
is
is
visible
me.
for me.
Yeah.
At
So
least
now
here
it is.
I can see only profit, right?
So yeah. So when I trade, there are two options, right? So either I'm making a profit, and as I said, my second chance is a loss.
Loss.
So now, no, say, let's say hypothetically, you and me, okay? So now tell me, when I'm making this profit, what is going to be my emotion here? How do I feel when I make a profit?
So obvious you are motivated, you tend to do more trade.
So motivated, my profits motivates me.
Motivates
So
me.
when I get motivated, what will I do?
You tend to do more trades. You
So
still in the
I would
process.
want to do no lot of trades now.
Exactly.
So because my confidence that it has gone right, two times it
Exactly.
goes right, third time it goes right, and I want to keep trading. Okay?
Exactly. Exactly.
So I'm making a profit.
Exactly.
Now there is a trade that becomes a loss. Now, as we discussed, there is going to be
Loss.
loss, right? So
No.
now this loss is going to make me feel
Obviously demotivated, fear, guilty because you have lost the money. So automatically you will be indecisive, and the only decision you can take is that getting rid of the market.
okay. So now, oh my God, I lost my money, my guilt, right?
Exactly.
So now the next decision you want to take, you will be in fear because last was a loss, right?
Exactly.
So shame and guilt, fear, lack, low self-esteem.
Everything will come into the picture.
So definitely not the first trade you will feel low esteem. First loss you will not feel low self-esteem, but there will be a slight loss of your self-esteem.
Exactly.
Right? So in
Yes.
couple of trades, it will become low self-esteem.
Obviously.
Now, out of my guilt, how do I rectify my guilt?
So it is all about the individual's mindset. So
So
when
what will a trader do?
anyone,
As a trader, what will you do? If say you have lost money, now what are you going to do? Rectify this guilt and overcome this fear because you know you are a confident person. So many trades went well, you made so many profits.
so you have to
And so
analyze. You have
no,
to, hmm, being an
I
expert,
have a that is what we don't do.
we don't analyze.
Yeah, might be 1 or 2 points you analyze, but no, it has to go right. Let me try again. You will try again.
So without
So,
implementing without following proper strategies, without having a proper
yeah.
plan,
So as you said, I
without
agree. So analyze. Say you will go analyze. You are a wise person, you will go analyze. But
analyze.
again, you are going to trade
Incorrect.
to rectify this. Again, going to trade. Again,
You know, here
going
I
to
want to
trade.
add something is that people have this mindset, right? That revenge mindset.
Yeah.
Whether is it will anyone be able to revenge the market? Huh? This is such a big
Exactly. You
platform.
use the
So
right
people are of the
word.
opinion that I it is like I lost the money. Here's the I lost the money. Here I'll get it. I will revenge it. Whether that type of mindset will help them to
Yeah.
realize
Now you
profits,
are
or
becoming
will they
revenging or no desperate. Because what money I lost, I know
desperate?
I can make money because I made few profits here. Because I made few profits here,
Exactly.
I made few profits here. Now I think I can make it. That profit will come back. For that, I'm going to make multiple transactions. And these
Okay.
multiple transactions are not working because my emotion is what? Revenge and desperation. And what is the
Okay.
rule of manifestation? Desperation fails.
Fails, obviously.
Right? You
Desperation
analyze,
fails.
you work, you accept the loss.
Agree.
Here you are having motivation.
Exactly.
But here all these things come because you have committed something somewhere to your spouse or in your family, to your friends, that they will get some money. You committed somewhere else with this money. You created some dreams because of this money. Now all that anxiety, last time we discussed about money anxiety in one of my reels.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
all these things pop up. The rule of manifestation is you cannot be desperate or obsessed about something. Give me excuse. Yeah.
That's totally fine.
Please. Hold on. That's my little one.
We are very pleased to have them on the screen.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry for that interruption.
That's totally fine. Yes, yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. So rightly mentioned, Mukta, this is the revenge and desperation that unknowingly gets created. You are
Yes.
trying to fight with the market, which never listens to anyone. It has its own pattern. It's exactly in your life. Example, say something happens in my life. Say I lost someone, or I failed in a project in my life, or I lost a job. How will it help me if I'm going to be desperate? How can this happen to me? How can this happen to me? I'm going to go in depression because my ego is coming.
Exactly.
So many years I thought I am the expert. I know the life. I'm leading a very happy life. Last time you told someone met with an accident, right?
Exactly.
So I was so happy and confident about my life. Now an uncertainty completely is killing my ego. Same with the market.
Agree.
See, what we tell, you have to accept the life and understand how can you navigate your emotions through it. It's a learning. Same way in market, you cannot try to trade. I'll close the thing. So you cannot want to trade to recover a loss.
Exactly.
Most of the times we fail only when I'm going to trade to recover this loss, recover this loss, recover this loss. So I always tell my clients, you trade, okay. Start with a fresh trade. So there's a technique in manifestation called segment intending by Abraham Hicks. So it's a very beautiful, where you don't carry forward the stress of one segment of your day to the next segment. Similarly, every trade should be started with a fresh mindset. If not, this is going to only create anxious trades and you are only end up going to lose money. In fluke, you will make profit and then you will lose everything. 10 trades will be profit and everything you lose in one trade. Now, Mukhtar, we spoke about the fear part.
Exactly.
Now, I told you about the motivation, where I'm making profits.
Exactly.
So even before this loss part comes, until this first loss comes, say exactly like the first failure in my life comes. So say I'm a top performer in my school, my college, and everywhere. Until the first time I fail in my life, until I make first loss in my market, I'm very motivated. And this motivation starts creating me in that confidence, which is superficial, which thinks that I am perfectly doing well in the market. And now I do multiple trades or I invest whole my money there. You know, this EQ. EQ should be where you know that this is the limit. This is all I want to continue consistently. And I set aside my capital or profits and I only trade with the limited money. But out of my overconfidence, I'm going to put all my money because my 10 trades were in profit. What else the person needs a proof to win? I'm a winner by default. God has blessed me. And now I put my whole money and boom, zero. Wonderful. So even the profits can take you to this negative zone. And until that first failure comes, you are completely shocked. You have never seen a failure in your life. Gone. You know, markets and life. Do you see the EQ part?
Exactly. Exactly.
Traders,
so if you want to sustain in the market, it is all about that you have to have a proper emotional quotient that you have to maintain with the market. And in addition to that, just like that, you cannot revenge the market by trading once again and again and again. Automatically, you will be
you will never
landing
make
into
money. Never
you
make
will
money.
never money. Exactly. So it was
Again,
wonderful
Muktar, I want
articulation.
to add
Yeah, please, please.
content. So
Content.
no, when I say multiple trades you are making, we tell clients if your EQ is good, you will be content with what you make.
Obviously.
You have a
Sometimes,
calculated profit that for the every day I need to make 5,000 rupees. Enough. Beyond 5,000, I will not go. Okay? Or every day I will make a single trade. Finish. Profit or loss, I'll close my shop that day. There should be few content decisions for yourself, or else you go overboard. So if you had made 5,000, no matter how favorable the market looks, okay, be content and just put a little money and leave it there. Just because the markets are good, you could put more money, more money, more money, and until you make a loss, you're going to keep putting, and the same thing continues. And that is where your satisfaction, content of gratitude, ₹1000 वह मिल गया. So in when there was a beginning of my career in trading and as an advisor or a
Okay.
dealer, so we
Okay.
told the clients, ma'am, sir, ₹500 profit. So we told, sir, just imagine one thing. So Mukhtar, imagine I am giving Mukhtar, just have this ₹500. This is a gift for you. How big does it feel to you? If in physically I'm giving you a note of 500 or you give to me 500, why will you even give me ₹500? But when it comes to trading, because it's virtual, if it's ₹500 में क्या जाता है? You understand the
It's
mindset. Actually, the 500 is a big money,
the
but
great
you
500 has
expecting
become
to, yes,
exactly the great 500 has become only 500.
yes. You know the emotion. So now this is going to make wrong decisions to make that 5,000 all of a sudden. So realistic
Exactly.
expectations you need to have, and you
Exactly.
work for it.
As you always said in that coaching sessions, it's we are supposed to have some smart goals, right?
Yes,
Exactly. Yes, the smart goal is required. So in addition to that, Hema, see, even I'm also like a normal person, like trading, over trading, losing money. All those things are okay. So it is like, what type of psychological techniques that you would suggest for people who are really waiting for to, I mean, implement the same and then make money out of it by following some simple steps. What level of discipline, dedications, hard
yes,
work that is demanded by the market to obtain profit, or in order to avoid loss, or it is like in order to avoid over trading, especially. So it is
yes,
like over trading has become an addiction over the period of time. So I never ever seen any person making profit by over trading. So it is like it has become a human emotions and it has become an addiction, right? So they don't have a proper plan, they don't have a proper strategies, they don't have proper risk managements. Obviously, the risk and rewards of that particular task has become very vulnerable. So they become vulnerable to the market because of which they are landing into many troubles and they are losing money out of it. So what would you suggest in terms of psychological techniques that if they adopt this, they can mitigate the losses or they can have proper relationship with the money with which they'll be able to abandon, say, attain a financial abundance, all those things. Is there any psychological techniques that you would suggest people?
yes, Mukhtar. So here I want to bring a beautiful quote which my mentor, my friend, my manager, my previous manager when I was working in my ICICI, he was always into the process. He will always tell Hema, never look about the revenue goals. Revenue
Okay.
will automatically come. Just always work on your process goals. We call it multipliers in our goal sheet, right?
Okay.
If you do this basics, result and outcome is guaranteed. So people fail. Process never fails. Process
Okay.
has been tried, tested since so many years. Experts have researched on it and then they have given you the process. You
Fine.
people, or even when you drive your team, only ensure that your team is working on the process properly. Daily, how many calls you should do, daily, how many clients you should talk to, and what are the basics. Outcome is the default hai. Don't think कि इतना outcome के लिए क्या करना है. You do the basics, the outcome will come. Right? You know the goal. And for this goal, how much of the process has to be done, you have been given the numbers. Just try to work on that. So process never fails. All I want to
Okay.
tell clients is the process of first thing. First and foremost, we always tell in gratitude, even for traders and investors, gratitude. We talk a lot of gratitude because gratitude teaches how to be happy with what you have, number one. Gratitude teaches to see the positive aspect of everything. Gratitude teaches to take a learning from everything because if you see a positive aspect, only when you take a learning, you will be able to see positively. Right? So we undermine gratitude. Gratitude is a whole different topic. So the
Okay.
first and foremost, if you're dealing with money, you want to really make good money, investments or trading, first and foremost, on a regular basis, what you need to do is to have gratitude for even 1 rupee that was spent, or as we discussed, as you told Mukhtar in the beginning, arigato money.
Very good.
Be thankful for the money, be profit or a loss. With the loss, what did you learn? Where did you think you went wrong? With the small loss, you realize that your emotions are not in your control. Thank God ki itna mein gaya. What if I had a bigger loss to learn a lesson? So
Exactly.
whenever no you make a law, see when we say about karma, in we talk about karma also in a lot of religions and communities. So the karma is nothing but a cause and effect theory. If something you have done, you called a boomerang, right? So it will come
Okay.
back at a point of time. So now If in a human journey, if you have to pass this journey, you have to go through that boomerang. Now, say, example, the 10 lakhs from my hand had to go. In any form, it has to go. If I'm going to protect it in the form of savings or holding the money and not spending anywhere, it will go for any other expense. If again I am being too rigid to not spend, what if I get admitted in the hospital to spend the 10 lakhs? So if the money is lost, I told my client, if the money is lost, be thankful. This money had to go and it has gone. In a trading or to whatever the scam you are talking about. What if someone was admitted in the hospital and then you had to spend 10 lakhs? Do you see how to see the other aspect? People
Exactly.
work for 50, 60 years, very hard to get rich and luxurious. But at 60, say some cancer or some disease, and they have to spend almost crores of property for that treatment. Then what is the fun in earning money?
Exactly.
Thank God that you didn't have to go through that. So just thank God, thank you that my karma has got cleansed. So in
Exactly.
money EQ, if you, I think you are also aware, Mukta, that we say that something has to go out first to come. In
Exactly.
law of vacuum, we say only see if this cup exits from my hands will be free to get something else which you're going to give, right?
Super. Wonderful
So
articulation.
I always should be ready to let go. So, and that is how you need to treat the losses. There's a lot of psychology beyond that. So in our mentoring, we teach that. So
Exactly.
first is gratitude.
Wonderful, Hema.
Number
Wonderful.
two,
Appreciation.
forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
We blame you. You mentioned some emotions, right? Guilt, shame,
Shame.
self-esteem.
Fear. Everything.
Lot of people create their identity based on money.
Of
If I'm
course.
earning so much, I'm so worth. If I'm earning only this much, I'm not so worth. Your worth is not with money. Your worth is how you mingle with people, the friends you have, quality of life, or joy you are living in. The bliss
Exactly.
that you have, that any situation you are calm. That is your self worth. But we
Exactly.
create a self worth with the money we are earning. And now, what
Yes.
happens when I lose? I think that I have lost my knowledge, and my knowledge has not helped me. My knowledge is not enough and I have made wrong decisions, I blame myself. We need to stop blaming ourselves for whatever mistakes that happen in our life. You need to learn to forgive yourself. It's
Exactly.
okay, I forgive myself for this loss. I had some lesson to learn. Because until
Wonderful.
you are going to put down that no wheel of guilt and shame, you'll not be able to think ahead for new opportunity or new ways. So I
Exactly.
was telling about this client who lost the 10 lakhs. Until
Exactly.
he put off that screen or that banner of guilt and shame, he could not explore opportunities with the family to earn the money in a different ways. Now they have created multiple sources of income to earn, right?
Exactly.
So you have to drop
Um,
this wheel of shame and guilt and first forgive yourself that it's okay. You are a human. Humans are to err. The mistakes are fine. Accept yourself for who you are. Don't try to be perfectionist.
exactly.
But we can forgive others also, but we will never forgive ourselves. And that is the
Exactly.
irony.
That is the
We have to
biggest.
teach people how to love and forgive yourself. Only then you will be able to move forward in all decisions. Because this loss your stress is going to impact all your office work, your day-to-day interaction with your family, your own
Obviously.
the way you go to gym or not, or you are eating properly or not. Everything will be affected. And then
Yes.
life is a mess.
You become
Forgive
restless
yourself
and
that you can do these things normally.
exactly. You become restless and you will pass on the same negative vibrations to the your family members, friends, in office, everywhere. So it was a
Yes.
wonderful articulation, Seema. So you talked
Thank
about
you.
at first place, you talked about the gratitude. So which is considered to be the most important thing in terms of emotional behavior. So you must be happy with whatever you're having. So if you see
Yes.
people who are not having that one, they'll be knowing that value. So that is what people call it as delayed gratification should be there, Hema.
Yes.
Actually, as we are yes, it is all about that. As I normally used to tell, one delayed gratification story is there. So it is like a kid is asked for some chocolates or anything, man, you should not give at first instance, even for
Yes.
toy for that matter.
Yes.
So then only it you should take some time for it, because after that only that once after that baby or kid has got that toy or chocolate for that matter, it will have its own highest level of enjoyment and this thing will be there
Yes.
for that kid.
Fulfillment will
If you give
feel.
fulfillment will
Yes.
be feel, Exactly. If you give at the first instant, automatically what will happen is that,
No value.
okay, that no, there's no value for that product will be obtained by that kid. So that was wonderfully
Yes.
articulated by you, Hema. It was great,
Thank you.
and
Thank
it
you.
was wonderful one. In addition to that, you said that forgiveness. So normally in terms of psychology, we use the technique called Ho'oponopono to forgive ourselves
Yes.
and to take our life forward. So
Yes.
in addition to that, it is all about appreciating the money. That is the basic
Yeah.
concept of money EQ. So whenever money goes out, you appreciate. Whenever money comes in, you appreciate. You form the circular pattern and ensure that money goes and comes out. Sorry, comes out goes with the happiness. And
Yes.
loss is nothing but a lesson.
It's a lesson.
It
It's a
doesn't going to.
normal.
It's a lesson.
It
It's a
is not the
loss
whole
is
life. You're not lost
it's
whole
not
your life. Why are you
exactly.
troubling yourself so much?
Exactly. There are many other things that can be taken forward and with which you'll be able to flourish in life. So there is always purpose for your life and for your money. As you
Yes.
said that if 10 lakhs is there in your hand, there is a purpose for itself. And if there is 10 lakhs, if it goes out of your hand, there is a purpose for itself.
Yes.
So it is like when if you are losing, you are meant for something bigger thing to be obtained. If you are getting something,
Exactly. Be
there is
ready
a
to receive the
purpose
bigger
for
one.
bigger one. As you said, it was wonderfully articulated that if you have something smaller in your hand that is going out of you, you are getting ready to obtain or get a bigger thing in your life. So it was a
Exactly.
wonderful articulation, Sema, with which only I'll be able to make this summation to this level actually.
Thank you.
So I'm overwhelmed with the way that you have articulated all this psychological technique. So one more thing I'm
Yes.
having him say,
Please.
to be frank to
Please.
say, there are many other products that are available in the market. So what would be your suggestion? It is totally technical one. So beyond our, money EQ, behavioral
IQ.
things and IQ and all those things, so it is something like, what would be your suggestions? Whether trading is really helpful or it will be like, there are some stats says 95% of the trader lose money, only investors will get the money, or whether how to invest in the SIP, or how to whether to invest in the equity fund is advisable or not, and whether you who has to go for AAF, who has to go for PMS. So being an expert in this field for all this year, what would be your suggestion?
So, Mukhtar, that they always
It is,
say,
I know, I totally understand it is personal auditing. You will separately charge for this, but people are really in need of it actually.
no, yeah,
Because
here we are
nobody is
only
knows.
trying
Say
to.
if somebody, if somebody is having money, they are desperate and obsessed whether to invest in the share market because it gives them huge returns, whether to invest in gold or reality, whatever it may be. So at the end of the day, they are losing money. So in order to avoid all those untenable circumstances, it is small suggestions or insight from
Yes,
you.
yes. So, Mukhtar, you already mentioned, you highlighted, I want to again reiterate 95% of traders lose money. This is SEBI data. We are not telling.
Yes,
Number
exactly.
one.
But still,
Number two,
why are we doing that one?
yeah. So, see, because I want quick money, right? My money EQ is not set right. I am wanting to make
Exactly.
quick money. I don't understand the dynamics of quick money. There is again
Exactly.
a data which says 90% of lottery winners have gone bankrupt in just less than 3 years.
Yes, yes,
So
yes. I
people
totally
who
agree
are
with you.
thinking that they want to make quick money, remember, it is not
Wonderfully
that the
said.
money, if money comes to your hand, all things will be solved. No. If you don't have the right EQ and mindset, you don't know how to treat it properly, and you will only make it into wrong decisions.
Exactly.
So, Mukhtar, when you said where to invest, see, everything in life has risk. Even a marriage also has a risk, isn't it?
It's a
Can you say
very
love marriage is not risky and
no,
arranged
no.
marriage is not risky?
Any type of marriage is a risky process. After getting
Any
into that,
marriage, even if you
if
know someone for 8, 10 years and then you marry, it is after
it,
marriage it is
it
different.
is much more riskier.
Okay, so arranged marriage, anyways, you don't know. So everywhere there's a risk. Where do you say? But you need to know if it is it can be mitigated. Is there an option to mitigate it? And is it no viable and it doesn't affect my psychology, my emotions? Now, okay, we said 90% of traders make loss. Now, even this 10%, right? Do you think that they are able to spend their life peacefully without bothering about this money? This 10% might be the people who are 24 bar 7 into markets.
Exactly.
So I tell, don't trade your time and money for emotion. Sorry, time and money with money with time and emotions. So
Okay.
money should be something which grows peacefully, does not disturb you in day-to-day life, your sleep, your no, your fun, everything. So that is how you should create a source of income. Whether it feels comfortable for your FDs or PMS and wherever. Are you getting attached to the outcome? Are you not feeling trustworthy? Do you think that every time you're feeling anxious, what is happening to my portfolio? What is happening to my portfolio? It is up to your risk. Are you risk averse, or you are able to accept the process? Right? So when people say that no, even mutual funds is risky, see, but it can be mitigated when you go for a long term, when you go as an SIP, because all the fund manager is already diversifying it. So that is a better option. Doesn't no mean that if 1 year can you make money? We upfront say, sorry sir, in 1 year you cannot make 12% here. We don't promise it. See, it might come, but as a professional, I don't. If that is the expectation, 7 to 8% debt fund you can make. Might be better than FD.
Yes.
Otherwise, please, this is not the
Guaranteed.
right platform. I upfront say to the client because no wrong expectations. But if you're crossing 3 to 5 years, definitely 15% and above, you will make a return, which no other investment will give you without any stress. I highlighted without any stress.
Any stress.
Even if I go to land, I have a lot of litigations, the brokerage commission, I have to take care of the land, I have to worry ki kya ho raha hai, nahi ho raha hai, right? The money is
Encroachment,
not in front
everything
of
will
my
be there.
eyes.
Exactly.
Okay. So, but here that is not the so without any stress, month on month you invest, you remain silent, don't disturb like you would invest in other investments. Otherwise, see the lot of products you see where you feel comfortable and you go. We are not trying to promote ki ye acha hai. You have to decide based on your quality of your emotions. But if you ask me personally, by trading, you cannot make happy money. Trust me. Your money is not happy. You are always putting your anxiety into the money. And so it always goes, whenever it comes, it will go.
Well
Trading
said.
cannot make you wealth. Might be 1 or 2 times
Well
by
said.
luck you will make. But wealth creation comes with discipline and the right mindset. So do you
Wonderful.
want to
Well
make
said.
just money or do you want to create a wealth? You decide. It's up to you.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So
Wonderful.
people take these decisions on this quick get rich schemes. Crypto, we told so many people, they didn't listen. नहीं नहीं हमें try करना है ठीक है करो. Right? It's a very good example. A lot of people say, Hema, yeah, after getting hit, only then we realized. See, you need to think, is it even worth? So when I have this stress, what is happening? I've taken a position in trade. Now, do you think you will sleep peacefully? You're always thinking tomorrow how the market will open. And what will I do tomorrow? Aaj loss ho gaya, kal kya hoga? Tomorrow I have to rush to sit in the front of the system. And throughout the day when I'm in my office, also to keep watch the system. So nowhere you are being peaceful. When the brain is so disturbed, how can you focus on multiple business? Right? Today, everyone is telling have at least 2 to 3 source of income. Even Warren Buffett says, if your earning is only with one source of income, then you will soon get poor. Should have at least multiple source. Having
Yes.
something like trading and that mindset and that anxiety, how will you have multiple sources? But something where money is automatically growing and you're confident, you leave the focus there to the expert and you keep working on other source of income. Don't try to take all the control. Don't try to control the money. Leave it free. Put your efforts. Develop your skills. Isn't it?
Wonderful.
So I will say
Wonderful.
the best investment, Mukhtar, is to invest on yourself.
That is great.
If
That is
really
totally
trading had to give all the money, tell me why big people like Tata, Elon Musk, or CEOs of Google and iPhone and these people, why they are not sitting and trading? Do you think? And why in the personal development industry, people pay all? No, it's a very less fees. I'm telling 10 lakhs for a self transformation course. Okay.
exactly.
Why will they invest on that? They can't they buy an algo or a system with 10 lakhs and then keep making minting money? Why are they taking so much of risk? Because they know that it is not a viable source. That is why should they do social media branding? Why should they do a PR? All these things, why are they doing? Can't they sit and buy a system and put a trader and make them to trade? They're techies, right? Those people, Elon
Obviously.
Musk, all these top people are techies. They have a lot of knowledge. So only they are not relying just on trade. They might have a portion in trading, but they are
Exactly.
not relying just on trading. Anyone will buy a system and make money in that case.
Exactly.
But that is not a viable option. Then why are you fooling yourself?
Exactly.
You're fooling yourself because your ego is not allowing you to believe. You think the I am expert than Muktar, or Muktar thinks I am expert than Hema. She doesn't know anything. I have more experience. I will show her. But you know, nobody talks about losses. They will only talk about profits. Right? That is
I
why in social media nowadays, content creators are putting behind the scenes. They are putting we tell the coaches to put your
exactly,
success story, not only success, but how you traveled from zero to this no seven-figure income,
exactly, exactly.
so that people understand that there's a journey of 5 or 6 years. Then 1 year you become overnight success.
Yes, exactly,
Right? So this is
exactly.
all money EQ. And without understanding this, you will not be able to make right investment decisions. So best investment is to invest on you, your knowledge, so that all decisions in life can be right. That is why
Wonderful.
life coaching industry is such a booming industry where we are working on people. People we are mentoring. It's not a curating
And
a
their
product, it's people. Mind,
people and their
brain.
mindset.
Yes.
Brain, exactly. So it was wonderful, Hema. So it was a very thorough articulations and
Thank you.
insight you have
Yes.
provided for the people. It is like more than investing in share market or anything else. It is better to invest on you people,
First invest on yourself.
yourself, because of which, because to that extent awareness has been created. So people are ready
Yes.
to even spend or lakh or crore together to enhance their skill actually. So based on which you will be able to make more money out of it, whether it is a share market or it is in the real-time life or wherever it may be. So in addition to that, as you have rightly said that cryptocurrency, so people without having any proper knowledge about cryptocurrencies, they are just like that investing and they are losing their money like anything. Even in terms of platform shifting or
It is
brokerage
not a formal
shifting.
money yet.
Exactly. See, it is like any share market or shares, they have some underlying assets. Physical substance of company will be there
Yes.
where they make profit, they make products, they sell, they make profit, they pay dividend to the client for all these years. So there is some substantial evidence is there. But whereas when it comes to cryptocurrency, there is no what you call the underlying assets are not there. It is like that what you call the fluctuations in price is like finding another fool to sell your cryptocurrency. It is all about that one. If any fool is selling your cryptocurrency, it is like that. There is no proper underlying assets are there for the cryptocurrency. So before trading any type of cryptocurrency, whether it may be any type of Bitcoin, Ethereum, better once again go and check the fundamentals, technicals, everything particular. I mean everything associated with that one. Then invest your money. So instead, invest on yourself, groom yourself, get yourself a better persons in the life, and ensures that in other aspects of life, you'll be able to make more money. You can establish a
Yes,
proper
Mukti.
relationship with money by adopting money EQ technique with you. So it was a
Yes.
wonderful, Hema, to share a screen with you on
So
this
I
day.
just want to add
So
one thing, Muktar.
yes, Hema.
You rightly said, be wise to invest wherever. But one question that can make that wise decision is ask yourself, why are you doing this? A
Exactly,
proper why will make you to decide where to invest and what to do. What is
exactly,
the whole purpose? And then get into a investment or learning a skill or knowledge. And just
that's
don't
great.
do because people are doing or just because
Yes,
people showed something to you fancy. Ask
exactly.
your why. What is my why? Do I even need this? Then go ahead.
And one more thing is that what I would request all of our viewers is don't be a prey to the social media contents. So what they are showing is that end results only. So empire cannot be built overnight. So
Yes,
the
weekly this much
amount
money,
of
daily this much money.
miss money, and
Yes.
just like that, that red figure will be turning into a good green figure. It's not happen overnight, boss. So it will take its own time. So they are not showing their story of pain. Whatever they're showing is that story of success only. So don't be prey to that one. So before getting into the market, have some thorough idea about that market. Seek some mentor supports, some stock market guru supports. Go for the proper fundamentals, technicals, and once again into algo trading. So it is market has its operate always at its own dynamics. Just like that, by based on the past precedences, past data, these algos has been created. So it will not work at some point of time. To some extent, it will work, but over the period of time, this algo will also goes dormant and inactive. So even to my personal knowledge, even I have tried 2, 3 algos which has become inactive over the quarter period of time.
Yes, it has to
Before
keep
getting
being
it,
upgraded. Yes, yes. We cannot tame the markets like
yes,
that.
exactly. The market always operates at its own dynamics. So to
Yes,
understand the market, nobody will born in the future, or nobody will come in the future to predict the markets. So it will always operate at its own dynamic.
at its
So
own. Yeah.
exactly. So
Yes.
it was a wonderful session, Hema,
Wonderful
because
discussion. Yeah.
wonderful discussions we have. I think we have discussed wonderful topics, wonderful techniques,
I hope
how to
all traders and
overcome.
investors are going to think twice before putting their money anywhere they
Mhm.
want to, and
Exactly.
trade wisely, invest wisely, whatever it is.
Inversely.
So nothing is good or bad if your emotions are right.
Exactly, Hema. Thank you so much, Hema, for sharing your ideas,
Thank you.
insight,
Thanks a
and your
lot, Muktar.
experience, especially,
Enjoyed discussing.
especially your yes, even I've also thoroughly enjoyed the discussions. Definitely, we'll catch you once again in another wonderful topics next week. Till such time, bye and a happy week
Stay
ahead.
connected. Bye bye, and love you all with a lot of abundance.
Same here. Thank you.
Thank you, Muktar. Thanks a lot.